Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Hershey Bears Hall of Fame Coordinator, Maria Stauffer. And the Hershey Bears Hall of Fame Class of 2017. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Vice President of Hockey Operations, Brian Helmer.
Good evening, fans, and welcome to a special night as we honor 4 outstanding contributors to the history of the Hershey Bears with the induction into the Hershey Bears Hockey Club Hall of Fame. Dave Fenves, Andre Gill, Doug Yingst, and Randy Waybright are the 6th group enshrinees. Their induction is a hallowed light as we continue the celebration of the 80th American Hockey League season of such a storied franchise rich in tradition and excellence. For tonight's presentation, the Bears are delighted and honored to welcome back renowned broadcaster and an even better person. Let's give a big Hershey Bears welcome to Doc Emmerich.
Thank you so much. And thank you to Brian Helmer, always one of my favorites, for the honor of seeing these 4 people honored here, receiving their plaques here, and having their names on the Wall of Fame. And we begin with a goalie who was with you here for a decade. Playing at 5'7", 145 pounds, Andre Gill was a giant figure in Hershey history. The goalie played for the Bears from 1962 to 72. He ranks 3rd in club history in goalie wins with 139, and goalie games played with 309. His 12 shutouts rank 6th. The native of Sorel, Quebec, won the AHL's Harry Hap Holmes Memorial Award with Hershey in 1966-67 when he led the league with 4 shutouts and won 28 games. Gill, Bobby Perreault, and J.F. LeBay are the only Hershey goalies who have won the Harry Hap Holmes Memorial Award. Gill was also named an AHL First-Team All-Star for that 1966-67 season. Following his Hershey career, he signed with the newly founded World Hockey Association in 1972 and played 2 seasons for the Chicago Cougars. Gill passed away in 2014 at age 73. Brian Helmer presents the Hall of Fame Award to Micheline Ballot, daughter of Bears goalie Andre Gill.
On behalf of my father, Andre Gill, and his family, I'd like to thank the Hershey Bears Hall of Fame Committee for this great honor. My father was barely 20 when he was signed on to the Hershey Bears team. He grew up in Hershey with the Hershey Bears as his family. And I know he has very, very fond memories of his time here. His passion for the game remained until his passing on December 2nd, 2014. He now rests in Sorel, Quebec, Canada. However, I know he is with us today and is thrilled and honored to be a permanent part of the Hershey Bears legacy. In gratitude, from our hearts to yours, thank you.
A revered leader and gifted defenseman, Dave Fenves played for the Bears from 1987 to 93. With 217 points in 359 games, he is ranked 4th in club history in scoring among defensemen. The native of Dunnville, Ontario, won the Eddie Shore Award in 1987-88 and 1988-89 as the AHL's outstanding defenseman. Fenves is one of just 4 players in league history to win the Eddie Shore Award in consecutive seasons. He captained Hershey to a 50-win season and the Calder Cup in 1987-88 when the Bears went an unprecedented 12-0 in the playoffs. That followed a 1986-87 season in which he captained the Rochester Americans to the Calder Cup and won the Jack A. Butterfield Trophy as the most valuable player in the playoffs. He was the first player in American Hockey League history to captain different teams to the Calder Cup in consecutive seasons. Brian Helmer presents the Hall of Fame Award to one of the proud and storied captains of this team, Dave Fenves.
Thank you for the honor of being inducted into the Hershey Bear Hall of Fame. Any success that I enjoyed as a player was accomplished with the help of many people. I would like to thank my teammates, coaches, the training staff, the team management, and the team doctors. I thank them for their friendship, guidance, hard work, and determination, as it truly takes teamwork to have success. I would like to thank my parents for getting me started in hockey at a young age and always being there with encouragement. I thank my sons, Ryan and Travis, for their understanding at a young age that Dad had to leave for hockey and could be gone for days. I'd like to give special thanks to my wife, Rosemary, for her friendship, love, and understanding as I pursued my dream of playing professional hockey. She was always there for me in good times and bad. To my friends in the Hershey area, thank you all for your continued friendship and support. And to the Hershey Bear fans, thank you for your never-ending support of this team. Thank you all once again for this wonderful honor.
A leadership fixture at Hershey Park Arena and Giant Center for half a century, Randy Waybright worked 50 seasons
a leadership fixture at Hershey Park Arena and Giant Center for nearly half a century.
Waybright led
Randy
a group
Waybright
widely
worked 48
recognized as
seasons
the best in the American Hockey League. The Hershey native worked more than 1,620 games. At the time of his retirement, following the 2015-16 season, he directed a crew of 21 off-ice officials who had served an average of 19 and a half years under his leadership. Waybright is the longest-serving team supervisor of off-ice officials in American League history. Half a century of commitment to making all these games run smooth. Brian Helmer presents the Hall of Fame Award to Randy Waybright.
I am truly blessed and honored to be elected to the Hershey Bears 2017 Hall of Fame, especially since Doug Yingst is also being inducted. We've been friends and co-workers for many years. I do have a few years in Doug, though. I had the privilege of working with two of the best GMs in the league, Frank Maders and Doug Yingst. I had the best crew of off-ice officials in the American Hockey League. They've been with me for an average of 20 years. I'm also honored that Doc Emmerich is emceeing tonight's event. He is the best play-by-play hockey announcer in the world, bar none. He is a true gentleman and friend. I feel blessed for my wonderful family, my wife Jan of 58 years, my son Greg, my daughter-in-law Dee, my granddaughter Spencer, and my grandson Taylor. Hockey has been a big part of our lives. We are a three-generation hockey family. I'm grateful for the fans and many great people I've met since 1968 when I started as chief of off-ice officials. I've been a Hershey resident since the day 82 years ago I was born in Pat's Hill in Hershey, leaving only to serve in the U.S. Navy. Pat's Hill is home to Hotel Hershey and the Hershey Gardens. It's a wonderful place to grow up, rear my son, and now spend my retirement years in the sweetest place on earth. Thank you, Mr. Hershey.
Mentored by Bears icon Frank Mathers, Doug Yingst worked in Hershey's front office in various executive roles from 1982 until his retirement from the club in 2016. He played a part in 5 Calder Cup championships during his 34-year tenure: 1988, 1997, 2006, 2009, 2010. His 4 Calder Cups as a general manager are tied for the most in AHL history, fittingly tied with Frank Mathers. The Palmyra native oversaw the club's transition from Hershey Park Arena to Giants Center in 2002. The Bears led the American Hockey League in attendance during his final 10 seasons. A longtime member of the American Hockey League's Board of Governors, he played a seminal role in bringing the AHL All-Star Classic to you in 1996 and 2011. And he spearheaded the effort when the franchise hosted its first outdoor classic at Hershey Park Stadium in 2013. He brokered an affiliation with the Washington Capitals in 2005 that led to the greatest 5-season run by any team in AHL history. From 2005 to 2010, the Bears won 3 Calder Cups, 4 conference championships, and set a league record with 60 wins in 2009-2010. A winner of numerous league awards for front office excellence, he was inducted into the AHL Hall of Fame earlier this year. Helping people enjoy the Hershey Bears for 34 years, and like Frank Mathers, never forgetting the customers, were people with remembered first names. Brian Helmer, presents the Hall of Fame award to Doug Yingst.
I am humbled and honored. Special thanks to Mike Emmerich for hosting this traditional event. He is the very best, and we are honored to have him. His friendship to myself and Frank Mathers is and was priceless. Congratulations to the inductees: Andre Gill, outstanding goaltender; Dave Fenves, great captain, Calder Cup winner and leader; Randy Waybright, great friend and dedicated chief of our off-ice officials, overseeing the best crew in the AHL during my 34 seasons. A heartfelt thank you to my family for their support and understanding, the AHL, our awesome front office staff, Giant Center staff, and HE&R. Bruce McKinney for his leadership, Frank Mathers for his mentoring, players and coaches. They are a major part of the success. I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with Bob Clark, George McPhee, Dave Andrews, Brian McClellan, Bill Torrey, Ray Sherrow, and many more along with our outstanding coaches. It has been said that the 2 most important days of your life are the day that you were born and the day you know why. I was so fortunate to find out the why was working for and with this fabled franchise. Who could forget the 1987-88 Calder Cup team returning from New Brunswick in the early hours at Harrisburg International Airport to a throng of fans chanting their version of the Calder Cup, or Blair Atchenham's triple overtime game-winning goal against the Phantoms to send us to the finals on another Calder Cup, or back-to-back cups, or Dave Mishkin's screaming goal calls, or John Walton's good morning, good afternoon, and good night done 76 times in 2010. I stand here after 410 months, almost 3,000 games, 5 Calder Cups, and 9 times in the finals, not as a product of my success, but as a product of your success. You're the most dedicated, knowledgeable, appreciative, and demanding fans in the HL. The lasting tradition and history of the Hershey Bears could not have endured these historical years if it wasn't for the generations of fans who have packed Hershey Park Arena and Giant Center. Through your support, you have made this franchise what it is, the envy of the American Hockey League and many major league teams. We have had great players and great coaches that have come and gone. The consistency has been our great fans. You are the reason that I have had the honor of receiving this induction tonight. You are simply the best. Many thanks, and go Bears.
And so one of our traditions here, it is the moment of the unveiling outside section 117. On the wall that has famous names like Mathers, Lamoureux, Nicolak, DeJordy, and Hancock are now the names of Gill, Fenves, Waybright, and Yingst. One more time together, back here on the ice, the Hershey Bears Hall of Fame class of 2017. And now it's hockey. The Bears and the Bruins are next.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's tonight's starting lineup.